Tonight, we're going back in time. Far away from honking cars, buzzing phones, and social media notifications. We're traveling to a place of silk, swords, palaces, poetry, and, well, lots of rules. Welcome to the Mughal Empire, a place where emperors wore diamonds bigger than chicken eggs and peasants paid taxes in grain. But before you unpack your 21st century luggage, just know you probably wouldn't last a day. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Arrival in the Empire. It's early morning in the year 1650. You've mysteriously arrived in the grand city of Agra under the rule of Emperor Shah Jahan, the man who built the Taj Mahal. You open your eyes and smell dust, smoke, spices. You hear the sound of vendors calling out, cows mooing, children laughing, and temple bells ringing. It's a world of red sandstone walls, carved wooden doors, and narrow alleyways. You are no longer in Kansas, or Karachi, or wherever you came from. You're wearing a loose cotton tunic, probably itchy, and you're barefoot. Why barefoot? Because unless you're royalty or a soldier, shoes are optional. You're already sweating. Welcome to the Mughal Empire. Chapter 2. The Peasant's Life. So what if you were a commoner, a regular person? Well, you'd likely be a farmer because over 80% of the population was rural. You'd be up before sunrise plowing fields with oxen. Your diet would consist of lentils, rice, if you're lucky, and chapati, meat, rare, sugar, too expensive, tea, not yet common. Oh, and taxes. So many taxes. You'd give up a big chunk of your harvest to the empire, part of the zamindari system, where landlords collected for the state. Miss your quota? That could mean punishment or debt. Medical care? Unavailable. Bathing water? Shared with a buffalo? Soap? Probably just sand and prayer. Life expectancy? Around 35 years? Romantic, isn't it? Chapter 3. The Glorious Nobles. Let's say you're lucky. You're not a peasant. You're born into a noble family. Congratulations. You live in a haveli, a giant mansion with courtyards, fountains, and endless servants. You wear silk robes, drink rose water, and dine on biryani with almonds and raisins. You write poetry in Persian. You recite verses from the Quran. You discuss art, astronomy, and war strategy. Sounds luxurious. But wait, you're under constant political pressure. Alliances shift like sand. At any moment, a rumor of betrayal could cost you your wealth or your head. Palace life isn't all perfumes and peacocks. It's chess with real lives on the line. Chapter 4. The Emperor's Court. Ah yes, the Mughal court, the heartbeat of the empire. You enter the Diwan-i-Khas, the hall of private audience. Marble pillars, inlaid jewels, silk carpets from Persia, the scent of jasmine in the air. There he sits, the emperor, Shah Jahan, clad in robes of gold thread, a turban adorned with feathers and rubies, a curved sword at his side. You bow. You don't speak unless spoken to. You definitely don't yawn. Court life is formal, rigid, ritualistic. One wrong move, a misstep, a joke gone wrong, an offensive glance, and you're out. Or worse, even emperors walked on eggshells. Chapter 5. What about women? Being a woman in the Mughal Empire, it depends. If you're royal, you might live in a zanana, a secluded area for women. You're educated. You read poetry. You may even influence politics from behind curtains, as Nur Jahan, the wife of Emperor Jahangir, famously did. But you can't move freely in public. You rarely see the outside world. If you're a common woman, you work, in fields, in homes, at markets. You grind grain, raise children, manage the household. No rest, little power, zero choices in marriage. The empire is patriarchal. Even queens need permission. Chapter 6. A Day in the Bazaar. Let's take a walk. The bazaar is buzzing. There's a spice seller yelling about his saffron, a metalworker hammering out coins, a perfumer bottling rose oil. Monkeys steal from fruit carts. Kids chase goats. A man sells stories for coins. You smell turmeric, sweat, and sandalwood. There's music, a sitar in the distance. You see a snake charmer. You hear someone reciting couplets of Urdu poetry. You want to buy something, miss, but there's no set price. You haggle awkwardly. You overpay. You learn. This is the heartbeat of the empire. Trade, culture, chaos, and rhythm. Chapter 7. Food, glorious food. Are you hungry? If you're elite, the kitchen is a palace in itself. Cooks roast meats over fire pits. Sweets are made from condensed milk, rose syrup, and ghee. There's naan stuffed with dried fruit, curries rich with saffron, and kebabs spiced to perfection. But you're probably eating khichdi,